Welcome to another episode of Voice of Vichar and Goan Vichar. So today I am in a constituency and that is Curchorem. And with me today I have one leader and he has been in news numerous times for various reasons due to the ministry that he was handling, for various other reasons which various other people will definitely connect to. आणि तो सगळ्यांक उलोवपाक आनी कितें करपाक सदां मुखार. He doesn't shy away from debates or shy away from talking with people. So by now when I say debate, you all might have already guessed it. That's definitely it's Mr. Nilesh Cabral. So sir, welcome.
Thank you.
Vichar.
Thank you.
Out of your busy schedule, you gave us your time. So I'm very thankful to you.
Thank you.
And on the first note, directly to go in that I think the AAP family in Goa is a big fan of yours. कितें जालें तें निलेश काब्रालाची कितें ना कितें सांगपाकूच सोदताय. And the most recent thing that came up is AAP CM candidate Amit Palekar. He came over here and he said that various things about the Tamnar project and various other statements that he made. What do you have to say about that?
No, see, as far as the three linear projects, what are concerned, linear, the word is linear.
Yeah.
Means they are in a straight line. One is the railway track, one is the Tamnar line, and one is the double road, which is already single road.
Yeah.
These are not new projects. Maybe Tamnar line, as you all know, we don't have electricity. Now, making a statement on this and telling people, I think I have been very vocal and I have सदां सांगता की आमकां जाय ते जाय न्ही गोंयकारांक जर ती लायट जर दिवपाक जाय 24 वरां खंयच्यान तरी हाडपाक पडटा. And as part of electricity minister, which I was and I'm still right now till the next government is formed, I think it is a very crucial point. See, you, as a government, you have to take decisions. You cannot go back on your decisions. And I'm firm. Whether I get elected or don't get elected is different. But I know my people of Curchorem will elect me and I will be part of the government, which is the BJP will form. But if you want electricity, what other way can we bring? Because we are below a Deccan plateau. And we have to bring the electricity line from that side only. Already two lines are coming there. We said that we will dismantle one line and put the new line there. So that is, now that they have a problem. Even their own state, where he says, they are also bringing from electricity from somewhere else. And they are producing very less electricity. So they are also bringing, and for that also they must have cut some trees and something else, and what environment destruction must have happened. Electricity does not grow in thin air. It has to be produced. And 89-90%, you can say 85 to 90% of electricity is produced by burning thermal energy.
Yeah.
It's a fact. I cannot shy from that. The second line is railway line. Already there's a track which is 100 years old, has come to the forest. No doubt there will be some ecological disturbances when you do that. No doubt. But right now in that thing, when there was a railway track which was being made, the second track which was being made was 4.5 or 5 meters away from the existing track. And with that, there were so many other facilities for animal crossing which are not there now. And a lot of other facilities which were there for crossing. Yes, some trees which have grown over a period of time will get destroyed. There is no doubt about it. But ultimately, if we have to be calling our nation a developing nation, and we have to be called a developed nation, some sacrifice we have to do, because any road, anything, even you are building a house or something where you want your amenities, you have destruction. Now you see your Selauli Dam, which is supplying to entire South Goa.
Yeah.
Somebody has sacrificed, they have lost their houses, there are the temples there, are chapels there. They have been relocated from that area, and there is a lot of destruction happened in that area, including forest. So if people that time had not sacrificed, then where would we get drinking water from? And how do you do these projects? World over, these projects are meant like that only. If you say America and every country, you see double line. Where is this single line business now? You have to have a double line for a very simple reason. You have to be fast. And our economy has to grow with this. So I think they are talking just for the sake of election. See, destruction is there, no doubt. I cannot say there is no destruction. But yes, there are ways to amend destruction. Once done, it is not that every time there will be destruction. Once done, all amenities, whatever has to be done, will be put in place for animal crossings. I think there were more than 25 animal crossings. Right now, there are no animal crossings in that track. So when they were developing this, they were making animal crossing for the existing track also. So I think we have to take a call. If we want to get our youth to stay back in India, we have to be competitive. You cannot be, we have to be into a competitive world. And today with technological changes, with changes which are happening all over the world, we should be part of it. Otherwise, we will be lost. And our brain drain, which is happening over every day, every second, there is a lot of brain drain happening. People of Indian origin are very smart. They are intellectuals. and most of them want to migrate outside Goa, outside India, used to have and naturally they will naturally want to go for their self-development. Why can't we do it in our own country and become a superpower? I think people like this, like AAP and all, who believe in more in freebies and all this, I think we should be very stern, because see, ultimately we have to focus on developing our country and making our youth self-sustaining. This is the target what we have to achieve.
Okay, another thing that you said while talking about the whole thing is that तुम्ही म्हटलं की एक पाटणे तामना project झालं. How will you, like the trees and the various other things that are going to be felled over there, how are you going to reimburse it back to the society?
See, what happens? See, first of all, there are two lines. Already 110 kV and 220 kV line is coming. So that time also there was destruction which happened. And there were trees cut to put both these lines. Now when I said, I statement, even CEC who had come from Supreme Court, I sat with them for 1.5 hours. And I think that existing 110 kV line already destruction ती dismantle करूया. And 400 kV line घालूया. So what is wrong? Some destruction will happen again, because see, 110 kV line has got a smaller width of maintenance, and your 400 kV has got a little bit width. But then see, what happens is you have to maintain a distance, and there are a lot of patches in the wildlife sanctuary where you can say that you don't have tree foliage. So I think there we can do the cover up, because if you go to see, I have practically gone there because our lines are coming there. And there were a lot of problems. I have gone personally there. Right now also trees are growing, we are cutting trees there because of maintaining that width, because if you touch, the line touches, you have a lot of trippings. So we are already maintaining the line. So I think we have to take a call, and how to increase it is because there are a lot of patches in the forest where there is no growth of trees. So maybe where we can make it a little denser forest. That is what I meant.
So that's the whole plan that you hold, and that's the thing that you say in whichever aspect it comes to regarding this Tamna project.
Yeah, why I said this? See, today it is very easy to blame a government. See, as a power and renewable energy minister, I had brought a scheme for 50% solar, benefit to the public. See, each one has to contribute. No, you just can't blame the government. If I have a house, and if I am using energy today, if I put a small solar plant on my rooftop, I can save money myself by initial investment. Government gives you 50% subsidy, and that much electricity is not required. So each one has to contribute. Now these AAP people, how many people have put this solar? Who they are saying? Which of them has put solar? If you are saying you have to perform first. You have to do, see, if you produce your own energy, you don't require so much energy to come from there. Then we may not require a project at all. But as of today, with the growing scenario, we require a project. And Goa was the only state, and is the only state, where you get 50% on the benchmark cost for solar. See, today, and I have also devised more, maybe in the next government, we will have more such thing where we can store into the battery and give our power at night also to us. So we don't do, who will do? So I think these AAP people will show me one fellow, maybe a few of them must have done. But everybody has to contribute to the economic growth of the country. And when government is giving 50% subsidy to you, I think you should all bounce for it and pounce for it. That's what I feel. If everybody starts putting, then we don't require that project at all.
So it's just a matter that लोकांनी ते घेवपाक
जाय न्ही, लोकांनी पार्टिसिपेट जावपाक जाय, आनी लोकांनी आपण बाबा हे आपणाची इलेक्ट्रिसिटी ओन तयार करतले, आपण यूज करतले, तितले सरकाराक तितली भायली लायटी पावर हाडपाची गरज ना. ऑटोमॅटिकली जी आमी आतां what I have done, I GIZ is a German consultant I have taken on board. Central government has helped me. I have sent letters and I got them appointed to have a 100% renewable energy state. It's not going to happen overnight. It will take next 20-25 years. But we have started working in that pipeline. GIZ is focusing on, they are making a roadmap, a road plan of the next 20-20 years where we will be 100% renewable energy state.
Having said that, when we say about Nilesh Cabral Mule, जायचं गोंयकार लोकांक दिसता that you get instigated very soon, and that's one of the reasons that you accepted to go for a debate with AAP power minister from Delhi when you are a sitting minister in Goa. What was the need to do that?
No, I did not go. See, initially they were making statements. They have a policy of pulling people. See, I am well versed in my subject. Why should I get scared of anybody? First, some MLA started coming, some chairman of some board. I didn't go. But when he himself said that he wants to debate, and you have seen, everybody has seen the debate. See, today the difference between them and difference between the state of Goa is plenty. They get 20-25,000 from the center as part of the, because it's a union territory, which is there in black and white. We don't get a rupee. We get in some sort of a means if you are doing say electricity department, now central government has helped us in putting GIS substation where we saved around almost 70%, 60% of the cost. 60% by the center, 40% by those schemes are there for us. But I don't go into debates. I don't like. See, but then if somebody is challenging, हमचे गोंयकारांक जर challenge करता, of course I will stand by Goa. Why should I listen to that Delhikar? Why should I be with them? It's not that I am not aware of my subject. I am well versed with my subject. So why should I get scared of them to debate? I'm very well versed with my subject. I know what's the inputs. I will never tell just cockbull story. I will study and discuss with them. And I went and I discussed. He could not discuss that day. I went with proof. I went with everything. He went to a different ball game itself. You could see that whoever, the Satyendran Jain, whoever was there of the power ministry. I don't want to debate with anybody. See, if somebody wants to discuss, I tell my people in my constituency also. There are a lot of during election time they make a lot of controversies. They put some videos, some these that. I don't respond to them. I don't respond to them. But if I tell people that if you as my voter wants to know what I am doing wrong, I am the wrong then you please tell me. I am there with you. You ask me, I am there to face you.
Okay. So that's the whole thing because of which you went for the debate. You felt that it was Goans that are targeted and not just Nilesh Cabral.
No, Nilesh Cabral is nobody. Nilesh Cabral is nobody. It is Curchorem, people of Curchorem have made him an MLA. The party and the leadership, chief minister thought of making me the minister. That is, I am somebody.
Okay.
Otherwise, Nilesh Cabral is nobody. So, when they say that they are debating, they want a debate with the power minister, our thing is better than this, of course I will go. Yeah. We don't give freebies, but we give subsidized to the people who deserve it. Okay. See, our tariff starts with 1 rupee 40 paisa. Nowhere in India tariff starts with 1 rupee 40 paisa. We subsidize this tariff. Yeah. So you can't give everything for free. So what we subsidize 1 rupee 40 paisa, 2 rupees 60 paisa, 35 paisa, 2 rupees 65. This is just the tariff. We maximum is 4 rupees. In Delhi it is not like that. They give free, no doubt, to certain units. But there what they do, see, it's a loss to somebody, some other section. They have put 3-4 meters in one house. There's a lot of allegations there.
Okay.
Meters, see, when you want to make your 200 less than 200, they consume more than 200. Okay. But they make a division in the house, they make 200 and 200, 2-3 meters. It's not.
So basically saying whatever is shown is furnished or just the outline of what is actually happening.
See, basically,
that's what was in the whole thing.
See, I believe in giving deserving people.
Okay.
See, deserving people means our schemes, if you see government has a scheme, it is for the downtrodden people. Now, downtrodden people means who cannot afford, they are marginalized section. Yeah. This marginalized section has to have support from the government, which we as a government believe. Not like them. See, here I told you, even I own 2 flats, which is outside where I stay. Yeah. Maka 100 units सकल बिल आता थे. They are getting 30 units and 40. So you can't give blanket to everybody. So even I will benefit. What is the use for me? I can afford to pay. Why should I take that benefit? So they just talk in the air. They don't know how to give this scheme. They should give it to the section which the state government does, which our electricity department does, our state government does.
Okay. Another thing is, I'll come to education now. Curchorem and education. So Curchorem म्हणल्यार जायते आदी लोक जायतो border cross करून बेलगांव येतालो, कारवार येतालो, शिंकपा. And another place in Goa was Curchorem. Garden Angel was there and New Educational Institute. That there were, like, of my knowledge, that there were 2 institutes that were there at that point of time. The border astale, and this was a full place. Across Goa, people used to be here. What have you done to uplift the educational system in your constituency?
See, as far as upliftment, there are schools which are almost 75 years old here. I have been always with them. Unfortunately, when I became an MLA, the land acquisition policy had changed. Okay. I had to take consent from the landowner to even acquire 1 meter of land. That is from 2013, 1st of December 2013. 1st of January 2013, the land acquisition policy is changed. Now, if you require to do something, you require to have land. We don't have much government land which is here in our constituency. All the land, सगळे land is private land. And हांवें जर कितें आनी म्हाका इंट्रस्ट आसलो एड्युकेशन हब करपाक, हांवें तुवें पळोवपाक गेलो जाल्यार आज पॉलिटेक्निका भितर वच, थिंगा इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर केलां आनी कॉलेज वाडयता. न्यू आतां 2 बिल्डिंगां चालू आसा. थिंगा आमी आनी कोर्स वाडयतले. ITI वचून ITI सोलरायज केला आख्खी ITI. तांकां 50-60 हजार बील येतालें तें आतां सोलर जालां. तांकां ग्रावंड केला, कॅन्टीन नाशिल्लें, थंय आतां CO बिल्डींग चालू केल्या न्यू. सो एक्झिस्टींग कॉलेज तूं जर पळोवपाक गेल्यार आमची केपें कॉलेज आसा पळय, आमची थिंगा तूं पळय, I have मीन्स इंटिग्रेटेड कॉलेज विथ भास्कर सर आसतना आनी CM Parikar sir asthana, we have taken a total college level, M.Com, BEM.Com, आता चालू केला है. We have started M.Com, we have started MSc there, and we want to expand it much further. So in the existing infrastructure, we will do. I was trying to bring IIT here. Unfortunately, in Curchorem, we didn't have land. So on the border of Curchorem, we tried to do where there was 7 lakh square meter of government land.
Okay.
And there were small tracts where belonging to farmers. But somehow it went to a different ball game. Then they shifted it to Malawi. There you saw what happened. Now they are shifting it back somewhere else. So I still feel that this IIT should come in. In Curchorem, we don't have land. But in surrounding of Curchorem, we should still believe. I don't know. Let us see what happens. I don't know what is going to happen. But we don't have land. But whatever land we have, I have seen that we could upgrade our system. Our schools also, I wanted to have an integrate like Kujira. And I was discussing with landowners to give a land. But see, today, जाग्याचो प्रायस इतलो जाला की तेका एड्युकेशनला तुका फ्री दिवपा जाय. थोडे लोक दिवपा शकता पण थोड्यांक हांव उलयतालो कित्याक आमकां एक 15,000 स्क्वेअर मिटर जर जालें आमची 11th-12th जी आसा कॉलेजीची लेवल हांगा बाजारान आसा तेका भायर व्हरून इंटिग्रेट करून आनी सीट वाडोवन आनी कितें कॉलेज करूं शकता. ते म्हणजे एक पायपलायन आशिल्लें. अनफॉर्च्युनेटली लँड ओनर आमकां जाग्याची एनओसी दिना वेर वी गो. बिकॉज कितें जाता आय टेल यू न्ही एज इलेक्ट्रिसिटी मिनिस्टर आतां मायकल म्हणटा आपण हे केलें ते केलें आपण सगळ्या भोंवता लिडर असो तेजे स्वताचे कॉन्स्टिट्युन्सी पावराचो प्रॉब्लम आशिल्लो. कोमनीदाचो जागो आशिल्लो. कोमनीदाद आमचे कडेन हांवूय कोमनीदाचो प्रेसिडेंट खंय तरी. So Komnidad is meant for development of Komnidad, which are people in that area, and they should give land.
Community.
Community.
The whole word is
community.
that,
Yeah, correct. That is the word of it. He could not get land for himself there at all. I had to interview one executive engineer, ex-retired fellow person was there. He had land. We went, discussed with him. He gave his land, and his land was valued much more. He has given undervalued land. Because see, officially if you go to buy land, take a Kalangut, it's more than 25,000-30,000. But regulatory of a mechanism does not give you more than 15,000, 20,000.
Okay.
Somehow he gave by giving his land. So same way here, there are people who are having land, but they are not ready to give because they feel that what government gives, even the official price is much less.
Yeah.
Even 3 times and much less. They feel that they should get more land. So this is how it is.
Okay. On the same lines, education I want to, in the same line, after education is jobs. Nobody studies for no benefits of it, right? To MBA ke liye or engineering ke liye, you want a job after that. Tuge constituency burgya, Tornatya. What is your plan for them? Of so many jobs, or how many jobs? So what are the jobs that are going to provide to them?
See, jobs is something which, ultimately it is on individuals. I am also an engineer. I have reached this constituency because out of my love for my job. And I have somehow settled here. I am not originally from here. Everybody knows about it. I came here for a purpose and it got defined into a different ball game, and I am today an MLA of this constituency, which I never wanted to be. Political field, with a young time I was there. But now jobs, see, it is what you like to do and enjoy. Basically, it is hard work. Any job is hard work except for a government job, I feel. Government job, you go to 9 to 5.
Now, this is a perception that you're giving government.
Of course, I tell you as a fact. Yeah. See, government is fixed to a quantum. See, when you know that you have to do this work to that, there are some people, government servants, who go out of the box to do. I'm not saying no. But there are some people who are stuck to the chair and do that particular work. Some people go out of the box and help people. Yeah. There are cases like that. But most of the people will be doing their routine 8 to 5 job, 9 to 5 job, and Friday to Saturday. So you don't have stress. But in a private sector, even though you go for a 9 to 5 job, you have to do much more than what you do in a government sector. That you should, everybody, it's a known fact. I don't have to tell.
Yeah.
But what happens in the private sector, I worked in a private sector too. When I finished my engineering, I've also worked. I started with a salary of 1,500 intern. And then when I left my job, I was drawing 32,000 salary, which no other engineer in the government sector was also drawing. It is my performance which made me grow in my own company. So that's a different setup. But then here what happens? If we work, if you have to find employment, and forget the private, government or any sector, basically we should look at the mechanism where the framework derives individuals to have their own business opportunity and take others to be part of it. You can't employ everybody into government. You can't have 100% government employment. So the percentage, if you see the total percentage out of the 14-15 lakh population, 50-60,000 are government servants. So what is the ratio? You can't make 15 lakh people work for government, no? Correct? So we as a whole, in my constituency, first of all, there are land issues. the existing industries which are there, we always try to help them. And they used to complain about power because of power. We have now started laying, and some of it is already done. Which is underground system karta. And with that system, they will have reliable power to depend on. And with that, I only hope that the industry grows. And the younger generation has to bounce. See, you can't expect. See, today you can't become rich overnight. It's hard work. And even in the private sector, I understand there is due to the recession, due to this COVID and all this, that section in the private section is not happening the way it should happen. And we should support the private industry as a government. Even last few months back, I was telling CM that if you want 100% local youth to be part of the sector, we have to give two parts of it. One, मी तरी 100 एम्प्लॉयमेंट जर 100 लोक जर करता आणि त्यांनी जर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी आणि वॉटर बिलाची आम्ही त्यांना सबसिडी दिवपाक जाय. सपोज आम्ही जर 4 रुपया त्यांना चार्ज करता, 3-3.5 रुपया चार्ज करता, सर नॉर्मल इंडस्ट्री जे 80%, 90% जे गोंयकार एम्प्लॉय करना त्यांना आम्ही 4.5 रुपया चार्ज करपाचे आणि ज्यांका हांव त्यांना 4 रुपया चार्ज. दॅट इज नॉट द गव्हर्नमेंट डिसिजन. सो अशें कितें आउट ऑफ बॉक्स थिंकिंग वी डू अँड सपोर्ट द प्रायव्हेट इंडस्ट्री हू गिव्स एम्प्लॉयमेंट ऑन 100% टू द पॉप्युलेशन ऑफ गोवा इन वेरियस सेक्टर्स. So maybe in the next this we will work out together and we will see how to get things done. But as far as my concern is, we are trying to help people to be an entrepreneur.
Okay.
That is I feel people should be entrepreneur. You earn much more if you are hardworking. Otherwise, you get your lifelong you get stuck into a salary of 20,000-25,000.
The growth process stops.
Growth process stops.
Yeah.
Your imagination power goes. But if you are hardworking and if you want to succeed in life, I think there are a lot of opportunities there for individuals to do.
Okay. So. तातूंत तूं सांगपाक सोदता की द यूथ ऑफ टुडे, तरणाटे, स्पेशली कुरचोरे and even beyond, that you don't only have to look at the government job. जाय तो job, it's a job, but you get paid for it.
See,
they grow in it.
People blame the politicians. I'll be very open. I have to be very open. See, people blame the politician, political class. Now, if you go to see, there are two things. See, there is always a void created in a particular section.
Yeah.
Who creates the void? Because that particular people are not there. That's why people from outside the state come and settle. If they can enjoy and they can develop their skills and they can make money here, why can't our people make it? Is my question mark. So that means there's a void somewhere which is being filled by somebody else. Means they are happy staying and doing work here and they are making their own family and making much more what they want. So I don't want to comment more on that.
Another thing that you said is everybody blames the politician or the people in the political field. But don't you think that it's the people's right to blame the politicians because you all are people's representatives?
Yeah.
तुम मैं blame करूँ कितना करूँ, you all have to take it.
No, I'm not saying I'm not taking it. See, first you have to make an effort. No, I always say, see, when you point out a finger, you point this finger to the politician. This is to the God and 3 to yourself. So if the politician is responsible 3 times, you are also responsible.
Yeah. So it's equally distributed among all.
Everybody has to do. If the politician does not help you, or if there's a wrongdoing which is happening, you should please bring it down. Yeah. But just making statements and making statements there, which is not, we should not do.
And Anek Mulya, back to Curchorem. Curchorem is a place where zaite musician hai, and zaite movie maker like Nirmon, Amchanoshib, and all these people of little elderly people are talking to. They told me that okay, this is a place. A lot of musicians, a lot of artists have come up. Where is that art gone? आता लोग ते ओळखना. Curchorem म्हणल्यार just a place, I think minds आहे. And Nilesh Cabral आहे. What about these people who are always there? तेंच कितें?
तू पळोवपाक गेल्यार तू सांगता सारकें आर्टिस्ट हिंगा थिएटर आर्टिस्ट थिएट्रिस्ट और नाटककार तांकां I don't know, somehow the younger generation of theirs has not gone to it. And older generation हांगा खूब जे लोक जशे तुवें सांगलें सगळे सारकें. There were a lot of musicians here, there were a lot of this, but today the younger generation has to go to that. See, I told you, see, it is a satisfaction what you do. See, I always tell when I go to a school or a college where I go to speak, I tell youngsters there are two things in life. One is a passion and one is a career. You should focus on both. If you focus only on your career and you don't take your passion, you will always be a failure. You should take your passion along with your career, you will be a successful person. And I think in the past, with the today's economic situation, where the people have a problem on sustaining themselves, musicians and all are there, but now government, I don't know what, I don't want to comment on government because I'm part of it. How to support these people? See, how they should support. I think people, see, like I remember, हम क्या theatre भी जाते हैं. I support whatever way I can. Ravin Bhavan is there in Curchorem. We do a lot of programs We bring the yesteryear's heroes to be. We make a program in Ugdas, and with lot of theatrical things we do. But that is not the same thing what we were saying in the past.
Was there earlier?
But people, younger generation maybe they don't want to go in that field. I don't know. Some might want to go, but that they don't find that a lucrative career anymore. This is what they feel. So how we can support this is a big question mark. How much we can support them is a big question mark in the government. But as far as auditoriums, Ravin Bhavan, like this now all over Goa, they are being built. It is once, and people, if you see, even people get carried away. ते सगळे आमचे भाव तियात्रा वयता तेन्ना कोणा तरी पॉलिटिकलाचे सॉंग म्हणटा पळय वा पॉलिटिकलाचे आर्टिस्ट करता पळय ते लोक चड वयता. बट एक्चुअल मिनींग ऑफ सोसायटी जे पयलींचे जे तियात्र आसताले वा पयलींचे जे मुवीज आसताले इज ऑन सोसायटी बेस्ड. आणि तेजेर ताका सोसायटी बेस्ड हॅड अ मिनींग. when they had a meaning, people used to come out with a different mindset. आज ते तियात्र फूल जाता केन्ना कोण तरी निलेश काब्रालची कातार म्हणलो, निलेश काब्रालाचेर कितें म्हणलें असले पॉलिटिकल थिंगा मागीर फूल जाता. नाल्यार आमगे ऑडिटोरियमाचे 20%, 30% कॅपॅसिटी वचना जे म्हणजे व्हेरी रेअरली इट हॅपन्स.
सो आर यू हॅपी दॅट बिकॉज ऑफ यू तुजे कातार म्हणल्यार लोक वाडत मध्ये
ना तशें ना. तें म्हजें म्हणणें कितें अशी आमचे मायंडसेट जो पळय पब्लिकाचो आहा तोही चेंज जाला. सो तांकां ते म्हणजे ते ताळयो मारप, विसल मारप, maybe my own supporters are part of it, but then they feel that they get entertained. So that is what today is different, and I think as a government we have to do little much more for the theatre artists to support them and to bring the best out of them. Non-political, though political angle song is not there, to bring the social angle of the society, to bring everything. I think there we should support the theatres, the musicians, everybody. We should support those people.
The artists, yeah. Okay. Another thing, let's come to this election scenario and all these things now. Atmulya, I am told by many people that Curchorem kone hat-trick malna mo. So, what is your plan? Are you going to be the first person and create history by getting this hat-trick, or what's going to happen?
I am nobody. It is the people's love which will make me hat-trick or will show me the door home. I have no problem.
Okay.
I have been working with the people sincerely. I am accessible to people now. Right these days, not accessible because I am going on a door-to-door campaign. But otherwise, every time if somebody calls me, even if I don't attend, I call back. I have no tendency of putting the mobile off. So it's either in silent mode, which keeps on ringing. Sometimes I don't take. So that love will make people. I love my people. I love everybody. I don't do hate politics. I never done hate politics. People are there with me for their love. I give them love. Sometimes people go away from me because I give them extra love. Some of them have gone away. I have seen love because I give them too much love. So anyhow, that's part of the system. So I don't want to blame. But I know, and if I know Curchorem well for the last so many years, I'm sure that this election will be people's hat-trick, not my hat-trick. It will be people's hat-trick. And because of the love which I will be if MLA again, it will be because of people, not for me.
Okay. And another thing is that आता तू तुझे constituency काम करतास ना, you're there around people and doing all these things. But whenever it comes to like serious issues and various other things like other political parties, I said serious issue because to get workers, they might be thinking, "Are ki zata?" Because something comes up and it spreads like wildfire on social media. So, political parties have approached you or anything like that? Because more than news is that you're going to leave BJP or something. What do you want to say about that?
See, for me, I have started I was never wanted to be in politics. If I wanted to my political career, I would have done in 2007 or 2006. When the first MLA was elected together with my supporters, friends, everybody. I had no interest in politics, actual politics. I wanted to be a social worker, which I have been always doing for so long. Going to a different party does not make any sense. See, for me, the value the party has given, BJP has given me respect. There were so many two-time MLAs already there. I was also two-time MLA, but they made me a minister. Why should I leave them? Like me, there are other colleagues who are two-time MLAs. Nobody has made them the minister, but party has given me a seat. Why should I leave? My other colleague has left for his own elements. His son has become 21. I think next time he will want another third ticket. So I don't believe. I believe that if I am an MLA, my family can also support me and support the system. You don't have to become an MLA. Father, brother, son, mother, everybody, 4-5 jana. You don't have to. Which is the social thing which we do. My father, I remember my father is no more. He was a freedom fighter, but he never asked for that, what do you call that, tamla kapad, they say, or pension. He never took. He believed that he said, I did it for my for my state, for my country. I didn't do it for the money. This is his beliefs. And I believe in the same beliefs. I believe that I should do social work. If going here and there does not make a difference, wherever I am, I should have the ability to do good work for my people. And BJP has given me respect. I have the respect I deserve. Going here and there is just the people who have tried to create. Some people from here only who are trying to show to the people that I am going away from BJP, so I can fill the vacuum of BJP.
Okay.
Which will never happen. As long as I am there in BJP, people are there with me. BJP's vacuum will be never created in Curchorem constituency, and we will work for the people of Goa. And people of Curchorem.
आता BJP उलयता आसतना you are from the party and the party has given you this minister position. आतां सगळें तुवें म्हणलें की कोणागे चेड 21 वर्सां जालां आनी ताका नेक्स्ट टायम टिकेट मेळटली. तेच इश्यूचे उलयता आसतना BJP आतां देर आर लॉट ऑफ family politics that is happening, right? Husband and wife are getting tickets in BJP. And 14th is Valentine's Day. What is happening?
See, तूं कितें म्हणटा सगळें सारकें, पूण आतां भारतीय जनता पार्टी जी आमची आसा, इट इज अ बिगर पार्टी. आनी आमचे भितर जे एक्झिस्टींग MLA जे आशिल्ले पयलीं, तितू भितर जर ते हजबंड एंड वायफ जाल्ले, ऑर फादर सन जाल्लो, ऑर डॉटर इन लॉ सन जाल्लो, ऑर अशें जाल्ले, तांकां दे हॅव टू टेक इट फॉरवर्ड न्हू. बट BJP has not given now a fresh person. They have continued what was there before, because they have come out, they have been elected and they have come inside, so you cannot throw them out. And they are doing good work. So that is why they have given what you are saying. But nowhere here, if you see, forget state of Goa, outside Goa also, they have not given like this. To new fresh faces where father and son is there, or mother and daughter is there. All that is a relation, they have not given the first relation.
But Rajnath Singh's son in UP got a ticket, but Manohar Parrikar's son in Goa didn't get a ticket.
See, Rajnath Singh's son got in UP because he must have doing a lot of social work. Manohar Parrikar's son also would have got a ticket if he had done a lot of social, like how, see, if you go to see Joshua, he is also Babushi's son,
Yeah.
I mean, Francis's son. So he also got a ticket because he was actively in politics. He was a councillor and he was in active politics. I am not saying Utpal does not deserve a ticket or does deserve it. That is a secondary question. But I think, see, today grassroots level, the party sees who is with grassroots level and how the system works. I know sentiments count, but it is more of work than sentiments, I feel, the party decides on. And that is why today, if you see a lot of tickets of the existing MLAs have been cut because they have found a lot of things which are not in favor of that particular person, and they have not given them. You know who they are all. I don't know to tell. And some of them, because they were getting cut, they have jumped off from the party and joined somebody else. So I think those decisions the party as a whole take. And it's a voluntary decision where I am also not totally part of it, but I am part of the committee where, and the central committee takes decisions. So father and son, brother and daughter, and all these things have been, they have come up from MLA, they have come in the party, so that has continued.
And they सगळे leader उलयता BJP आले they are core members. BJP found केल्ल्या भाशेन they were in the party for a very long time. आतां तेच party सोडून येताय. So what is this impact happening on BJP? Are they taking it as a blow on themselves?
See, I don't know what to say about, because see, if you see entire Goa, गोंयांत जर आख्खे गोंय पळयलें, separate element आहे. Separate लोक आज पार्टींतल्यान भायर सरले आनी भायर गेले. तितू भितर म्हाका दिसता फाल्यां जर म्हाका टिकेट दिलना, लेट अस से म्हाका टिकेट दिलना, इट इज माय चॉयस वेदर टू स्टैंड फॉर इलेक्शन, स्टे विथ द पार्टी और गो एंड जम्प विथ समबडी एल्स. It is individual's responsibility towards the party. See, party has made some people, I don't want to comment because they were also part of my colleagues. They have made you somebody. Okay, you are somebody, they have made you more somebody. I think you have to decide for yourself what you have to do. And some of them are lately also being the biggest, tallest leader, as you said. He was one of the founder members and left and now is contesting as an independent person. I never believed he would do that. But I think somewhere down the line, his ethics principles have changed in the political, because he lost elections 2 times before he won 3 times. When he lost, that other person has come inside and filled that vacuum. So I don't want to comment. People of that constituency will decide what is good and what is bad. But as a party, I feel if you ask our Karyakartas, you will find that our party functions much more better, much more involved. You have meetings on meetings. You have people over, not only because of elections, over a 5-year period, there are so many things our party gets involved into grassroots workers. And sometimes our people feel they are overworked. Because see, ultimately our party does not give something to those people. It is out of their social career that they get involved. And they know our Bharatiya Janata Party does not give them any money. It is out of their will, out of their love for the party which works. and our party drives them to work also more better. In any system, if you see, we have continuous follow-up.
The mining bonds and a lot of truck owners are still in this area, in this belt, that they have lost livelihood or their income, or the mine owners per se, the machinery holders, or various other jobs, because एक business chalata, there are various wings to it that feeds many people, and that will be in a huge chunk over here. And you will be knowing it more minutely in a micro level. So what do you have to say about these people? How are you helping them?
I don't know. Initially, when it's closed, the government had helped these people. It cannot be it is not, see, any scheme cannot be for this type of people. It was there for 4 or 5 years. Ultimately, they have to find their own means to survive. But personally, to म्हाका विचारलें न्ही, मायनिंग हांगा चालू जावपाक जाय आनी लिगल मायनिंग चालू जावपाक जाय. तो जो पिरियड जो 2007 ती 12 वो 5 ती 12 जाल्लो पळय, थिंगा बूम जालो आनी लोकांनी जे मायनिंगेन नाशिल्ले लोक त्यांनी ट्रक गेले, मिशनरी गेले आणि बाजी घेतल्यो. ते म्हाका दिसता कांय तो बबल जालो आनी बबला भितर ते शेणले. जशे स्टॉक मार्केटा भितर इन्वेस्ट करता, बबल येयलो आनी इन्वेस्ट केले आनी झप करून पयशे वयता, बट तशें तेंची परिस्थिती जाली. आतां ते कोण इन्वेस्ट केल्ले न्ही, तूं मिशनरीन घातले ते, पूण जे कामदार आहा, आय थिंक एज होल दीज वर्कर्स, तांकां खंय तरी वी हॅव टू वर्क फॉर देम, फॉर देर सक्सेस. आनी एज अ होल आय फील that as a government we should have little more done better in this particular area, taken core decision with the central leadership and trying to find a solution which has delayed for, because see कितें जालें पळय तुका सांगता, 2012 जेन्ना चालू केलें, 2015 चालू जालें मायनिंग पोतून वचून जे आसा पोतून बंद उडयलें. सो आतां कितें जालां, ते सगल्यो गोश्टी इतले हें जाल्या की टॅक्निकली जो इशू घेवपाक गेला न्ही, खंयच्याच धंद्या भितर तूं म्हाजें आतां ऑफिस सेटअप पळय, म्हजें कितें करता पळय, तेन्ना खंय तरी खंय चुकी आसतल्योच. त्यो इल्ल्यो चुकी काडून सगळो धंदो बंद उडयला पळय सुप्रीम कोर्टाचें डिसिजन. ते मातशें आय ऑलरेडी बीन वोकल अगेन्स्ट दॅट. बट मायनिंग शूड स्टार्ट, लीगल मायनिंग शूड स्टार्ट. दिस इज वॉट आय feel, and I am for it, and we should all focus on getting legal mining started, because it is hampering not only the individual, but it is hampering the economic activity surrounding this area and the other areas.
Why should people vote for BJP this time?
People should see why they should vote for BJP is a very question which I think
I'll put it straight away.
Yeah, it is how, see, if you see, there are two types of, I think we call it a double engine government. Central government is BJP, state government should be BJP. When you have a central government who is a BJP government and a state government who is a BJP government, you have overall development and growth. Number one, that is the first focus point on this. The second point is what is very simple. The second point is when you have a double engines government, you have somewhere to fall on. Otherwise, the central government and the state government always will fight, and the required infrastructure development will not happen. So you require BJP. This is the first point. BJP in the center is here to stay. People last election 2000 when there were elections in 2019, they were saying BJP will white out in the center. If you go to see, they had much more seats than the previous time. So BJP is here to stay. So we should have a BJP government in the state, so that we work together and see the welfare of the people. This is one thing. As far as if you see the central and the BJP center and the state government, if you see infrastructure projects, if you take a record for the state of Goa, you will find that the BJP government really has done infrastructure. Now, you will say that there is environmental destruction, this will be there, but you require infrastructure. Today, if you see, if you go, when we are going to Karwar, let us say when you are going out of state through Karwar, now you reach the border within 5-6 minutes from that particular location. Otherwise, you should take 45 minutes to 1 hour almost. So that is infrastructure development. Now, if you see one Panjim, Atal Setu people, they went to court also, they brought a stay. They were not allowing you to do. But ultimately, after doing that bridge, now there is no conjunction there. Now, if you see Bamboli to Kottalim, now the bridge is coming up. From Bamboli, if you start, first you should take half an hour to reach that Kottalim, I mean that junction at Agasem. Now, in 10 minutes you are there. See, life has to progress. As a whole, BJP is focused in development. And that is why we require BJP government in the state and the center together.
Okay. Now, BJP. Now, why should Curchorem people vote for Nilesh Cabral?
See, if you see Curchorem, I am not saying I have done lots of work. But with the Lokan Wangada round, I have खूपशे issue. Maka sang, आमची constituency to Madgaon machine ते गार्बेज डम्प चोवपाना आमची कॉन्स्टिट्युन्सी आम से 100% क्लीनूय आहे म्हणना त्या लोक थोडे अजूनही करता इट हॅज टेकन मी 10 long years to make what the constituency in garbage management is done. Door-to-door garbage collection in every house, every hotel, every establishment. In some part, I transferred it to municipality 1.5 years back. Because they have to be also accountable.
Yeah.
And part of panchayats, both the panchayats, Shelde and Asolda, I am still doing it as a social responsibility of collecting door-to-door garbage collection. Now, this is one thing which is very dear to me, which management, that is why the garbage plant is coming. So it is one of the facilities which will happen here. Underground cabling, we had electrical issues when I became the MLA. We had a lot of electrical issues. Today, they are past. They are part of the past. A lot of infrastructure of electricity has been done. We are giving a lot of almost, if not 24 hours, at least 23.45. We are trying to give out. And over a period of time, it will be 24 hours. Water supply is also regular here and there. Some problems are still there. We are still building some tanks. So, infrastructure, if you go to see, our roads are good. Our infrastructure is good. And we intend to do more infrastructure for the youngsters. And that is why I feel that I have started some projects. I want to finish them the way we are projected. I have not done projects just because Kurpak Zamun Kelna. फुडल्या 40 वर्साचे 50 वर्साचे डेव्हलपमेंट पळोवन जे आमचे पॉप्युलेशन वाडटा ते भशेन ते प्रोजेक्ट केल्ले आसा ते भशेन जे प्रोजेक्ट्स डिझायन केल्ले आसा आनी म्हाका दिसता हांवूच येवपाक जाय हे कंप्लीट करून लोकांक दिवपाक म्हणजे डिले जाल्ले आसा 2-3 वर्सां डिले जाल्या पॅन्डेमिका खातीर पयशे नासले सरकारा कडेन आनी बाकी खुबश्यो गोश्टी जाल्यो कॉन्ट्रॅक्टरांक त्रास जाले कॉन्ट्रॅक्टराचे भितर डिस्प्यूट जाले ताका लागून खुबशे प्रोजेक्ट चालू केल्ले फुडें वचोंक ना पूण आतां हांव येवपाक जाय कित्याक येवपाक जाय पयलीं सुवातेर ज्यो गोश्टी हांवें चालू केल्ल्या ते दृश्टीकोन ते कंप्लीट करपाक जाय ते दृश्टीकोन ते डेव्हलपमेंट जावपाक जाय ते दृश्टीकोन जे हॉस्पिटल आमी एम्फसायज केलां हे भशेन ते हॉस्पिटल आसपाक जाय हे पार्टीशन ते हॉस्पिटल आमचो स्पोर्ट्स कॉम्प्लेक्स आसपाक जाय इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर ऑफ गार्बेज ते सुवेज गार्बेज हे सगळे फुडले 5 वर्सां भितर एक कंप्लीट म्हाका करून घेवपाक जाय पॅन्डेमिकूय वयतलें दिसता म्हाका पॅन्डेमिक इज नॉट हियर टू स्टे वन्स इकॉनॉमिक एक्टिविटी स्टार्ट्स देर विल बी मनी विथ द गव्हर्मेंट व्हिच वी कॅन पुट इन द सिस्टम
Okay. So that's, and for all this work, you feel that the people of this constituency, मतदारसंघा लोकांक तुका वोट मारपाचो for continuity of the job.
सगळ्यांक कामां आसता अशें आसना पूण म्हजें रिलेशन लोकां कडेन आहा I can tell you that more than 50 to 60% of the people I know where if somebody आतां म्हाका एक संवय आहा कोणूय जर म्हाका कडेन येयलो आनी कितें हेल्प मागलें वा कितें सांगलें काम सो म्हाका रोखडो आय ग्रास्प दिस इज फॉर माय कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी And like this, lot of time people say, no, हिंगा रावता थिंगा रावता, तूं खंय रावता तें सांग म्हणटा मागीर आपुणूक भायलो म्हणटा.
Okay.
So that relation I have spent over this period of so much time. So that relation is there with everybody. I know almost 50-60% people by name. And what else you require? See, whenever you require me, I am there. That is very important. ते एक व्हेरी गोष्ट हांव म्हणना की 100% हांव कामां तेंगे करता अशें म्हणना पूण वेन एवर रिक्वायर्ड वॉट एवर आय कॅन बी ऑन असिस्टंट एंड दॅट रिलेशन हॅज डेव्हलप ओवर अ पिरियड ऑफ टायम एंड दॅट रिलेशन शूड कंटिन्यू दॅट इज वाय दे शूड इलेक्ट मी दॅट्स व्हॉट आय फील.
Okay. What's your vision for this constituency as of now?
माय विजन फॉर दीस कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी इज व्हेरी सिंपल एक तरी लोकांक जशें हांवें सांगलां आय एम सक्सेसफूल इन गिवींग बरें इलेक्ट्रिसिटी आमकां दिसता की 24 वरां इलेक्ट्रिसिटी दिवपाक जाय हांगा जे आमकां पावर जर येयलो 24 hours इलेक्ट्रिसिटी दिसपाक जाय अनइंटरप्टेड इलेक्ट्रिसिटी दिवपाक जाय दुसरे बरे रस्ते आसपाक जाय बरे आमचे उदकाचो प्रॉब्लेम जो 24 वरां उदक आतां थोड्या जाग्यांनी जावचें ना पूण एटलिस्ट वरांतल्यान 15-20 वरां उदक आसपाक जाय थोड्या जाग्यांनी 24 वरां उदक आसपाक जाय हे 3 बेसीक नेसेसिटी आमी दिवपाक जाय आनी ते ऑलमोस्ट 99-98% जाल्ले आसा मे बी आतां फुडें थोडेशे उरला ते कवर जातले. दुसरी गोष्ट जी आसा ती आमी आमचे भुरग्यां खातीर इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर स्पोर्ट्स इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर तयार करपाक जाय आमचे बाकीचे एक्टिविटी तयार करपाक जाय आनी तिसरें म्हणटा ते एम्प्लॉयमेंटाचे जे दृश्टीकोनान आमकां कशें फोकस करून हे भुरग्यां खातीर कशें आमकां सेल्फ सस्टेनिंग करूं शकता हें आमकां हे हितू करपाक जाय बाकीचे इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर आनी खुबशे बस स्टँड लायब्ररी हे गोश्टी जातल्यो इट इज पार्ट ऑफ द प्रोसेस बट अल्टिमेटली individual, how to make an individual happy is my vision for Curchorem. To see that this family is satisfied in whatever activity they are doing and how to make their life more better is what I will focus on.
Now, आता ये Orsa 22. BJP will get 22 or 22 plus. What do you feel?
I feel that we will form a government on our own. Whether it is 22, whether it is 25, whether it is 19, whether it is not, BJP will form the next government. But I wish that we should have majority on our own instead of having 3-4 elements. I have seen how it functions when you have different parties tying up with BJP and forming the government. It does not become a government of what it desires to do. You cannot give decisions on all forms. And there are pools which are pulling and zatas. So I think we will cross that figure of majority. If not, we will form the government in whatever means it takes.
Okay. Done. So, without taking much of your time, you will be very busy. And rapid fire will go with the rapid fire. So, politicians like to speak a lot. So, when I give you a name, तो मोती पोल की तहते हैं तो सांग पाचे. No, don't go to elaborate until unless I ask you. Okay? Ready?
Ready.
Okay. Now, politician now and then you have to say what comes to your mind. Michael Lobo.
A man who thinks for himself.
Vijay Sadesai.
Has got the brain for wrong purposes.
Luis Infalero.
Supposed to be a good leader, but don't know where to go to.
Aditya Raut Desai.
Not much in contact because he was not here. He has come out from Pune. So I don't want to say anything more about that.
Okay, Dr. Pramod Sawant.
He's a good person, has to improve a lot.
And last but not the least, Utpal Parekar.
Inheritance cannot be a step to a successful politician.
Okay, that was swift and clear cut. Very nice. Okay, I think with this we should wind up, and I would like to thank Mr. Nilesh Cabral to have time out of your busy schedule.
Thank you.
And I can see a lot of karyakartas and all closely watching you and trying to figure out what you're exactly saying or what I am saying. But definitely, thank you for giving your time to us, talking to us. And this is a youth-centric channel that we are going about with. So I want more of youth to do various. While talking, you said that government job you can do anything and you can grow much well in that. So with that, I would like to take your leave and like to thank all of you all for joining us. And all the best for your campaigns and your elections. Thank you very much. Thank you.